One of the most valuable skills in modern hockey is the drag flick. If you look at the international game or even the game first grade level in Sydney, most of the goals now are scored by drag flickers. So if you can be a master at this skill, it's such a benefit for your team. So much so that Hockey New South Wales and Hockey Australia are actually going on a recruitment drive trying to find 14 and 15-year-old flickers now. That's how important it's become in the modern game. So I'm just going to break down the technique. Obviously with drag flicking, you're trying to generate a lot of power and accuracy. So power is important, so you can beat the goalkeeper and the runners on short corners, but then also accuracy. You need, as a good flicker, to be able to flick to all four corners of the cage. So we start with the basic technique. Let me start with how you pick the ball up. Firstly, you're really looking to pick the ball up in a fairly upright position. So you're going to have the stick sort of locked in to this elbow here and fairly upright. And then you want to pick it up just, have this foot here, just in front or level with the ball. So that's the first step. The second step then becomes the step out. So you've got to make a big step out with this left leading foot, and you want to have the toe pointing towards the goal so your body's nice and open. And then at the same time, and this is where the complexity of the drag flick comes in, you're looking to drag the ball, and what you'll hear about is the ball going up the stick, but really what actually happens is the stick going down the ball. So as you drag it in, you're getting lower into this position here, and the hands come out, and there's a crisscrossing action, which is where you generate the power from. So it's that sort of action that gives you the slingshot to be able to generate the power and push the ball or flick the ball into the goal. So that's just the basic technique. It's picking it up pretty upright, getting a good step, getting the hands nice and low, out, and then fling. So that's the basic technique to practice. Then you can obviously add the step in, and there's different ways to do that, but you'll see players crossing over to pick the ball up. And as you improve, you start to put all these pieces of the drag flick together. So let me just show this at sort of high speed. Ben, our first grade drag flick, is going to demonstrate the skill at speed for you. We just start off once, Ben, just taking it sort of slower, and then we'll add a bit more power onto it. So you can see there that he really picked the ball up and then very quickly getting nice and low and getting that flinging action through the flick. Just do one more at pace then, Ben. So it's quite a complex skill, and the only way to get better at it is to practice. Now, the way that good flickers practice is they'll often do a lot of work down on one knee. So when Ben is spending time practicing this, he will often get down and just practice that motion. 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 times. Just see him now, just down on one knee, just getting nice and low, just practicing that technique. Just really seeing it can generate the power just nice and low on that one knee, and then very quickly the next step becomes adding in that run in. And I think that the tip I'd give you about that is a lot of players make the mistake of the approach into the drag flick is doing it too quickly. That really is quite a slow build up and walk in, and then as soon as you pick up the ball, that's when the really dynamic action happens and you generate the speed. So I might just finish off with Ben showing you two more examples. So there you have it. The only way to get better at this is to practice it and put the hours in. But if you do, there's opportunities to play at higher levels for all good drag flickers. So lots of practice, have a go at it in games, and as always, have fun and enjoy your hockey.